All right, this is what we're going to talk about here. You see here on the screen, many people, many people don't understand what this means. When they see behold, nail, behold, hand, behold the nail, behold the hand. They don't understand what this means. The Most High's name is very powerful down to the letters, and the Christians and the Jewish people, you hear them talking about this. Behold, the Jewish people came up with the meaning of this because they know the meaning of the letters, and the letters mean what they're saying here. But what they relate this to, especially in Christianity, they relate this to Yahushua dying on the cross. This is what they relate it to. Yahushua dying on the cross. Now I've had people to come to the channel. They don't understand this. They don't know what this means. Behold the nail, behold the hand. They said, you're trying to say he died on the cross? They automatically think there's something wrong with this. And they make it look as if there's something wrong, when actuality, it means what it says, but they don't know what it means. So we're going to get an understanding of what this means. Then we discussed this a little bit. Yeah, a little. We discussed this, him and I, we discussed this a little bit. And it's very important, because if you take another name other than these four letters, you're going to get another meaning. Example, Ahaya. You can't do this with Ahaya. You cannot do this. It doesn't work. And the Father set it up where he wants his people to behold the nail and behold his hand. Now this is a two-part message. We will, Most High willing, we'll finish we'll get the second meaning of it. But today, we're going to work on the hand. Behold the hand. This is the message. Behold the hand. What does this mean? Behold the hand. Yod. That letter, Yod, means hand. I'm going to show it to you.
Oh, when I think of hand, I think of his action, what he does, his power, his movement.
Yeah, because he said we're going to get judged because of the works of our hands. So he look at us and say, behold, he look at all the Malachim and say, behold their hands. Behold their hands. We're doing work, rather good, rather bad, righteous, unrighteousness, wickedness. And they're recording us. Behold their hands. But his name, behold. Behold the name, behold the hand, behold the nail. Exodus 3:19 through 22.
But I am sure that the king of Misraim will not let you go. No, not even by a mighty hand.
He won't let you go, not even by a mighty hand. See, the scripture talk about a mighty hand. We should know his mighty hand.
So I will stretch out my hand and strike Misraim.
So when he said, now notice, your thinking, right, already has changed. You're looking at behold the hand in a different way already. So I will stretch out my hand. And gonna do what?
And strike Misraim with all my wonders, which I will do in its midst.
So he's talking about hitting Mitzrayim with his power using his hand. Behold the hand. When he did this, he told Mitzrayim, behold the hand. This is behold the hand. Not hand with nailed to a cross. That's weak. That is weak. Hand nailed to the cross? What is that? You had behold the hand before Yahushua. You had behold the hand when there was no other. Remember, he the self-existing one. This was his power in his hands.
And after that, he will let you go. And I will give this people favor in the sight of Mitzrayim.
All right, when he give favor in the sight of Mitzrayim, that's his hand. Behold my hand. We got that last week. Him baracking his people. The baraka, down, up, down. We got that. That message, that was behold my hand. If you do what he say do, he's gonna barack you. We're gonna see both parts of this. That's his hand. When you don't do what he say do, he curse you. That's his hand. So when he tell us to behold my hand, this is what he's saying. We think it's something else. How do we get that? Christianity. We shouldn't have that Christian mindset. When you see behold the hand, you see that name Yah in his Yah. Yah is behold hand. That's Yah. So with the first part of the message is behold the hand. Yah.
Is that why?
And it shall be, when you go, that you shall not go empty-handed.
You're not going empty-handed because you're going to have to behold his hand when the baraka comes. He's going to send down. He's going to get favor in the sight of Yasharal, in sight of Mitzrayim.
But every woman shall ask of her neighbor, namely of her who dwells near her house, articles of silver, articles of gold, and clothing.
Notice nothing comes automatically. We always have to do something ourselves. See, this is action. This is asking for actions from the women. The women had to do something here. So here goes the women in their hand. Behold the women's hand. They're going to do what, son? Read that again.
Woman shall ask of her neighbor.
Ask of her neighbor.
Namely, of her who dwells near her house.
Her neighbors, those that's dwelling near her house.
Articles of silver, articles of gold.
Why? Silver and gold. This is what's needed in the wilderness. We know this at this point. This isn't a debate. Although the other people are teaching and telling, your gold will do you no good. You will throw your gold in the street. We got the meaning of this.
Articles of silver, articles of gold, and clothing.
And
you shall put them on your sons and on your daughters, so you shall plunder Mitzrayim.
That's the hand of the Father. Let's see this letter. Exodus 3:20. I will stretch out my hand. So let's look at that, my hand. For those that don't know Aubrey. Here is hand. It says my hand. This is Yadi. Yadi is my hand. Hand, Yad. There it is. Yad. And it's the Yad and the Dalet. Same thing in Arabic. Oh man, we ain't got it's okay. It's all right. Hold on. Let me see. I may not have to. So this is that letter. This is that word. Yod. And of course, hand. Look at here. This is the part we need to know when we're talking, behold the hand. Look at this strength. We're talking about his strength and his power. He said he worked all of his power in Mitzrayim. And this is what we see when we talk about his hand. This is his might, his power when he does something. This is what that hand means. Behold the hand. Behold the power of the Most High. Exodus 7:4-5.
But Pharaoh will not heed you, so that I may lay my hand on Mitzrayim.
So he's not going to heed you, so that I may lay he laid hands on Mitzrayim. He told Mitzrayim, behold my hand. Behold, you have my people. Since you have my people, behold my hand. And he hit them with his power. And they felt the power and the might of his hand. They didn't like it. This power was overwhelming.
So that I might lay my hand on Mizraim and bring my armies and my people, the children of Yashar, out of the land of Mizraim by great judgments.
So even when he gathered his people from all the world, he gathers from Babylon, they're going to have to behold his power. They're going to have to behold his hand.
And Mizraim shall know that I am Yahuah when I stretch out my hand on Mizraim and bring out the children of Yashar from among them.
So they're going to know. See, all these nations today, they don't know who he is. This is what it means when it says, then they shall know. They don't know right now. But the moment they behold his hand, when he stretched out his hand against them, slap them upside their head, and it's going to make some straighten up that have good hearts. Because there are many in nations, they got good hearts. He's gonna get their attention. And these people going to turn to him, and they're going to do something else. That's another message. Exodus 9 and 15.
Now, if I had stretched out my hand and struck you and your people with pestilence, then you would have been cut off from the earth.
So the Most High is telling his people, if he stretched out his hand and struck you and your people with pestilence, then you would have been cut off. He can cut any people. Yasharal, Mitzrayim, the Canaanites, he can cut any off by stretching out his hand. He's giving us example. None is exempt from being stretched out. That's why he told Moshe, I'll make a new nation with you and I'll kill them all. He talking about stretching out his hands against them. Exodus 32:11.
Then Moshe pleaded with Yahuah his Lord, and said, Yahuah, why does your wrath burn hot against your people, whom you have brought out of the land of Mizraim, with great power and with a mighty hand?
So Moshe understood the great power and that mighty hand. There's Yah. There's Yah. You should never look at Yah differently anymore. Should you look, when you hear Yah, you should never look at it differently. Look at it a different way. And don't let someone tell you Yah is wicked. Yah is evil. They'll say Yah is evil. They're saying the Father's powerful, strong hand is evil. His powerful, strong hand is wicked. This is what they're saying. They don't want anything to do with him or his hand when he stretched forth his hand against people. So that's why they say it's wicked. What do we call that? Speaking things we ought not speak. Speaking against righteousness, speaking evil things against righteousness. This is nasty. Deuteronomy 4 and 34.
Or did the Most High ever try to go and take for himself a nation from the midst of another nation? By trials, by signs, by wonders, by war, by a mighty hand.
By a mighty hand. Did he ever do this?
And an outstretched arm, and by great terrors, according to all that Yahuah your Lord did for you Mizraim before your eyes.
So he performed his mighty hand, outstretched arm, great terrors. They beheld his hand in Mizraim. Their eyes saw it. There were living eyewitness to the hand of the Most High. We haven't seen it yet. Not that hand. We've seen his hand. How do we see his hand? Yeah, that's it. Our people over here, you're right. All you have to do is look around at his creation. When you look around at his creation, you're beholding his hand. Yep. They can't. Things you can't explain. That water never stopped falling.
Northern